Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 17 Week 7 Day 7. That's a lot of 777. But anyways, today we're going to be going over all the spoilers for the week, as well as the Mythic. We have a rather interesting Mythic coming out at the end of the month. If I'm not mistaken, it also brings Mist of Scales to 30 star. We'll be going over it as well a bit during the video tomorrow where we go over everything. But as far as everything that we can go over now, let's go do that. So, where should we start? First things first, let's go bring it up. And you know what, might as well make it full screen as well. Read it a little bit better because I know the text on some of these screens can get kind of small and can't really adjust it as much on some of these. But anyways, as far as the troop that we're getting next week, it is pretty average. It ends up converting a gem into a yellow lightning gem and then deals some scatter damage. So we've had a couple troops like this in the past where they can target a specific gem on the board and then make that gem into that gem. This is a interesting one in that its uniqueness, but probably not viable. I would say the most viable one is actually the OG one, Azurus, for 6 mana cost, being able to create a skull. Has a lot of control, really low mana cost, has extra turn potential, not just from the board control that it does, but if there's 13 plus purple or red, I can't remember which, one or the other, has a chance that he'll, or a guarantee that it'll gain extra turn in that situation. So all those kind of situations or circumstances make it a lot easier to use. We've also had one with the Elemental Star. How much was that actually? Was that 10 or let me double check. How much was I completely forget her name. I know almost everything else about her. That one. Oh, it's only 10 mana. Okay, that's what I thought. Because I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it was lower than 12, and it was 10. Plus creates a brown gem at the start of turn and has brown storm. But yeah, this one converts a gem into a elemental star. So we have several of these mechanics already in the game, of course. And now we're getting a 12 mana cost of the same color as her, oddly enough, for the yellow lightning gem. Yellow lightning gem, of course, counts as yellow, as you would expect, and also destroys the entire column when matched and or destroyed. Though, of course, if you're using on the board, you would definitely be getting a pair out of it and getting the entire column destroyed. So ideally, you'd want to do this on a horizontal 3 yellow, or even higher if you can get 4 or 5, rather than a vertical one, as you will lose a lot of your extra value from doing this vertically rather than horizontally. But depending on your situation, you might have to. And then this deals a small amount of scatter damage. This damage is basically 0. However, it would remove all barriers from the enemy team, so it has that going for it, I guess. Aside from that, it does get to do some extra turns as poke, which again can also help remove barriers. Has the pretty standard dwarf immune to almost everything trait, and just has a stone link. So its 12 mana cost isn't as high as it actually seems compared to the other thing's 10 mana cost, but still pretty high for a troop that does this mechanic. It is actually currently the highest, or tied highest, out of any that have this mechanic at the moment. And its ability, I wouldn't even say is much better than what we could already do off the Elemental Star one. So for the most part, probably not going to get used much, but you never know, might have some potential. But I feel like I'd bring out the one that we just showed, the 10 mana cost her. We'd bring her out a lot more often than we would ever use this, so it'll probably get used a little bit next week and then probably never again, if it even gets used next week. Aside from that, as far as other things, we have ourselves a standard world event. I believe this is after 31 battles, you just get all the battles, yeah. So the first 4 battles will show up in the first 15, then the next 15 you'll be able to see all of them except the final one, and then by the time you hit 31 battles, you basically just keep taking the same place over and over again. Whatever the lowest rarity one is the one that you'd be avoiding, of course, which is the Nabasu. So that's pretty much all you have to do. Avoid Nabasu. If you really want to keep track, avoid Nabasu and Taraxis. But as long as you avoid this one ultra rare room, you should be good to go. And after you do 15 battles, the Gorgotha will come in. And after you do 31 fights, you'll have the other one, particularly 30. By your 31st fight, you'll have it. And then from there, you just take everything that isn't Nabasu, and then this will be the only one left, and you'll be stuck doing one room the entire time after 31 fights. And yeah, pretty standard world event. Nothing too different there. Oh yeah! That's something else that's happening next week. There's actually 2 interesting things happening next week. I believe the Mythic brings Mist of Scales from its current 29 star, which currently we are 26, but obviously it's kind of stuck for everyone. But it will bring its 29 star to 30 star, if I'm not mistaken. There isn't any reason to do that, but it is a thing. But more interestingly, wait, I was about to go say it was based on the thing, wait. Oh yeah, we finally get the final pet. So if we go to unowned, there is currently only one of the starry pets that are unobtainable right now. And as of tomorrow, it will be obtainable. It is the Starry Shallow Boar. So this thing is the final of the Starry Pets. And of course, that happened like a year ago at this point, as far as them coming into the game. And we are finally, after all this time, getting the last one we need. So yeah, you'll finally be able to have technically all pets once again as of tomorrow. We won't because we haven't gotten any of the 10 PvP pets. I'm still not sure what I'm doing with these overall, ultimately. Honestly, I need to know what they're doing with PvP before I really bother with it. A lot of these bonuses don't even exist right now, like Beast bonus, or actually the Centaur. That one too. Like, we never even get a Centaur option for PvP. So I'm going to just kind of wait, see what they do with it. Maybe they'll add a drop table, maybe they'll add some other way to get them. I have no clue. They said they might in the future. And right now, they are the most expensive pets in the entire game. Well, not counting the money locked pets. But not counting the money locked pets, they're the most expensive pets in the entire game. From a resource perspective, they're basically a deed book and a half per pet, which of course is 15 total deed books if you were to get them all in value that you're missing if you go for them. So I'm just kind of waiting until they do something with them before I get them. But it is technically possible if you did get all these to, as of tomorrow, have all pets once again. This is the first time it's been possible in a little over a year, if you're ultra completionist in that regard. But anyways, aside from that, what else? Okay, so we got that. Other things that we have going on throughout the week. Oh yeah, I just did this to show the thingy. I think it says it right there. Yep, Mrs. Scales. As of this Friday, will be 30 starable. Wait, where are we getting the other trip from on that day? Because that's the first. That's this Friday, right? That should be this Friday. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize. It's a leap year this year. There's 29 days in February. I was going to say, isn't that the second, not the first? But yeah, it's a leap year this year. Interesting. Once every 4 years. It's been a while, obviously. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Pandemic year was the last time we had a leap year. I didn't even think about that till just now. Because it's like, what, every 4 years or so? I didn't even notice that the COVID year was leap year. But anyways, we did that. Okay, let me go show the two things that we're getting this Friday then. So one of them is, oh, it's because we have Bounty Hunter. But yeah, and then we get the good snake. But anyways, let me go over the other two troops. This is just a tarot card, nothing really special there. You also can't get it next week unless you have the bigger pass. Otherwise, standard pass actually gets the week after next week. But let me go over these other two real quick. So this is the Bounty Hunter that we're going to have this Friday. But more importantly, we're going to need the other one. Let's see. What do we need here? I need... Wait, why did it not grab the copy-paste? Hello? Well, I'll just do it here then. If it doesn't want to copy-paste still. Alright, so... Or did it copy-paste? Oh, you know what happened? I think it didn't copy-paste to... I think I see what happened here. I think it tried copy-pasting into there rather than there. Ah, I see. Okay, there we go. I was like, wait, why didn't it go? Well, it's because it did it to the Google bar, not to the other thing. It's kind of weird that you can't do it that way. Okay, there it goes. Why did it do it that time? That makes it a lot more easier. All right, there we go. Anyways, so these two troops. We have ourselves the Satyr Trickster. This is the bounty troop coming in on this Friday. It steals magic +1 attack from an enemy, so a great way to whittle down their attack. And then shifts it to life, which is horrible. And then jumbles the board, which is also horrible. And then there's a 25% chance for an extra turn, which is not high enough relative to the jumbling of the board. It says it has a 10 times boost ratio here. However, to my understanding, nothing is boost ratioing. Unless it's extra turn chances by something, but I don't see anything here that is. Oh, you know why it says 10 times boost ratio here? It shows up weirdly here until it's actually in the game. It's 1-to-1 based on how much magic, or how much attack you steal. I think it's trying to do that for the attack into life kind of ratio thing. But it's just a 1-to-1. I'm not sure why it says 10 times here. But yeah, that's what the ratio is trying to say there. Even though it's a very weird number currently. Because I highly doubt it's getting 10 times its value for that. If so, then that's a lot of life. If you go and steal like, oh no, let's say 50 attack and you get 500 life in return. Yeah, that's a little strong. I highly doubt that's how it reacts. It's almost guaranteed a 1-to-1. But anyways, standard bounty bonus does get Lightstorm as starter battle, if nothing else, and a little bit of dodge, so nothing too special. But obviously we have to use it for next bounty hunter. Now the thing that is actually kind of interesting is the Rainbow Hydra. Where we get the Takshaka? I want to say Takashaka, but it's just Takshaka. I'm honestly going to probably rename it Takashaka. That sounds so cool. But I don't know, maybe we'll call it Takshaka. But Takashaka sounds so much more fun. But anyways, the Takshaka, a Divine Naga coming in for Miss of Scales, which should be the 30th Miss of Scale troop, though there is no point in upgrading it that far. It is 26 mana cost, yellow, blue, red. It deals magic times 2 plus 4 true damage to an enemy, which is about as much true damage as Megavore. So it does about the same damage as Megavore, but it does it twice. To an enemy. and then to a random enemy. This does mean that it can double tap if there's only one left, which means they are very, very dead if that happens. And then it creates a mix of 20 blue and green, which is very similar to Venoxia, Lady Arnerial, or whatever that one is called. That one blue-purple troop. But yeah, it creates a mix of blue and green. This is a mechanic that technically already exists in the game, just not to this number. 20 is actually quite a bit. I believe it makes it the highest number of anything that specifically does both blue and green. But the biggest interesting thing about it is more so its final trait. It creates a 3x wild card when its turn begins. Not 3 wild cards, but a singular ×3 wild card. So wild cards in the game, is there 4 times? I'm pretty sure it's only 2, 3, and 5. But yeah, only 2, 3, and 5. Unless there's a 4 and I forgot about it. Is that a thing? Wild cards aren't used too much in the current state of the game. But I'm pretty sure it's only 2, 3, 5. But anyways, so this will create a wild card every single time its turn begins at 100% rate. This does stack, so you can use 2, you can use 3, you can use 4. And then you just go and just every single turn, just get free mana. Even if it doesn't get matched directly, you're probably going to be able to take it for 4 times or 5 times. A lot of times, it's just going to immediately match because it counts as all 6 colors. It's very likely that it's just instantly going to combine with everything around it, of course. So, be interesting to see how this pans out. We haven't actually ever had, like, per turn wildcard like this before. And does have potential to do a lot of mana. The problem is the kind of mana that it goes into is going to be pretty inconsistent. Because unless you get to move it yourself, it's just going to get matched immediately. So what kind of mana you get out of it is not always going to be exactly what you want out of it. But with 2 or 3 of those per turn, that stacks up to be quite a lot. Biggest issue I can see with this is it's competing with Tesla. Not only is it the exact coloration of Tesla, being red-blue. Well, I guess also has yellow, but you know what I mean. It's red-blue. But also, its damage output, surprisingly, in most situations, is actually less damage than Tesla for 11 higher mana cost. Which is so insane that Tesla is that broken. It's more so a Tesla issue than this being bad issue. But it is less damage than Tesla for 11 higher mana costs. Which is not ideal. It does have extra turn potential, though. Which is something Tesla very specifically doesn't have. So if it does get a lot of luckiness on its blue, it could be nice. Though you're going to need a really good green mana accumulator that can feed back to him. What that ultimately going to be, I don't know. Obviously, we have Leprechaun is the first thing that comes to mind, but you're going to probably need something a little bit better than that. Oddly enough, the best green Mash Destroyer in the game is from Mrs. Scales. It is Bogstrider. Bogstrider is actually from the same kingdom that this Mythic is coming out for, oddly enough. It destroys a bunch of gems just like Throw. It's a little bit tankier, but has a higher mana cost, but in this kind of circumstance could synergize pretty well. Another one that's a pretty funny one if you were to go down that route is Venoxia. They actually have really good synergy to Legend from this place. Not only does it use green and cover a color that it doesn't, so perfect synergy. Also has a little bit of chip damage from poison, which isn't a lot, but you know, you can get a little bit extra from it. But the most important thing is that it also creates a mix of green and blue, except it does exactly 9 and 9 instead of a mix that could be higher in one direction or higher in the other, which is actually better. Like a mix of 20 or even a mix of 18 would, generally speaking, be better than an exact 9-9. So it's essentially one extra gem spawned in Venoxia on both of them, but can also saturate itself more into one single color. So, you know, it could be like 11-9 for its green, blue, or something similar. Not Venoxia, but the new Mythic. And of course, this thing deals true damage to all enemies. So you can have a little bit of chip damage to go with your other true damage that you're doing. So you pretty much have a whole crew just ready to go and Mrs. Scales. It actually has a pretty good synergy within its own kingdom. And kind of helps put everything together. Because this just covers everything Venoxia doesn't. Then you just go hero to cover the other color. And then, yeah, pretty much good to go. Maybe throw a Bogstrider in there. I'm pretty sure the actual true damage teams you run with it might be a little bit different. There's also a good chance you're going to double or even triple up on this thing when you use it. I'm really curious to see what the double up team will be. I will be getting at least 2 of them. I'm not sure if I'm going to go bother for 3 or 4. I think 3 or 4 might be overkill. Because all you're really going to need is realistically going to be him, Venoxia, him again, Leprechaun. Like, that's probably going to be the team or something very similar to it. Though you can just kind of hope he does all the mana for you. And just try going for those, like, turn 1 wins. Because there might be a really gimmicky team that ends up using 3 of him into a full AoE troop. Not specifically Venoxia, but like a full AoE troop that... actually, is there a 6-color... Oh, yeah, duh. Is there a 6-color troop that hits all enemies? Yes, that would be called Diamantina and Stellarix. So that would be a really funny team. So maybe we will go for 3. Because one really, really funny gimmicky team. But then again, you would still only need 2 in that circumstance. Because you would go Essentia. You would go Stellarix, double him, Essentia, or something along those lines. Like, you're hoping for those wild cards, just immediately give it full mana, then click, then win. And go like that. Almost like a Dust Devil, but for, like, any battle. That you can one-shot with Stellarks. But, I don't know, maybe we'll go for 3. You definitely highly want to consider potentially getting 2 of them, though. I don't know, be interesting to see how it pans out, ultimately. It really just comes down to how strong we'll be creating a wild card every single turn, and how well will having multiple per turn really stack. Because we haven't really seen the mechanic in the game, so, like, we kind of know what wild cards will already do, but, you know, we've never really seen it in practice, as far as what it can do, as we've never had a mechanic like this, so interesting how it pans out. But yeah, that comes out this Friday, and I do advise getting 1, if not 2. Definitely at least 1. But, yeah, really good Mythic for once. I don't feel like he's going to be used for his true damage, though. He will get used, but I don't feel like the true damage is the reason you're going to use him, despite it being actually surprisingly high. It's very comparable to, like, Tina 9000 or double Megavore, though it doesn't have the armor tier of Megavore, of course. But anyways, with all that out of the way, oh yeah, I still have it at the other thing. Let's go and do some stuff now. So, of course, we still have Vault Weekend, though we also still have to clear up some events. So let's start with the events. Hand out a redeem code. Actually, you know what? Let's go hand out a redeem code now. Let's just do it right now. Why not? And we'll hand out another redeem code in a little bit. But yeah, our goal for today, a couple things. Obviously, finish out every event that isn't already done, though I believe most, if not all of them, are done. The only thing we have to do for Under Spire is go get all of our dead end rooms. We have finished Under Spire, however, we have not used our final torches yet. So we can go hunt for some dead end rooms. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy into it too much, just because this is a very annoying Under Spire still. Our team hasn't gotten any better, but because, you know, it's just a really bad week. But there are a few spots that definitely seem kind of worthwhile to poke and probably get some loot from. But anyways, we'll do that in a bit. Let's go start with the very annoying one. Come on, Guild, you got this. We're almost there. Come on, Guild. Come on, we're so close. Come on, who's slacking? Who are we kicking? Who's this one? Wait, who is this person? They're actually slacking a lot. And I'm pretty sure we just added them recently. Who is this? We might have to kick you. We just added them 9 days ago. Wait, who was this? Who did we add last week? The other week? Because they're ultra slacking right now. They're at... they like barely even touched their event this week. Also, Terry, and if you're here... they're also slacking some. He's probably still doing the Pokemon Go event. Anyways. Let's go and... what do we need here? Are we good to go? Yeah, we're good to go. There's not really much we could change here at this point. Also, hello everyone, by the way. Did I even say all the hellos earlier? I don't think I did. Let me start from the top. Hello, Bill. Hello, Keith Collier. Hello, Mark. Hello, Nightmare. Hello, yeah. Hello, Coopster. Hello, Dragor. Hello, Minnie. Hello, Bill. Hello, yeah. Hello, Miss Insane Witch. Hello, Crisp. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Chad. Hello, Imperial. Hello, who this hello to? Hello, Sushi Ninja. Let's see. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Abek. Hello, hello, Mr. Z. Let's see. Can it loop with 2? Well, I don't think it's going to infinite loop into itself. It doesn't create enough mana to do that. But it can loop into something else, in a way. You would just need something really good that's green that can feed blue, yellow, or ideally blue would be the most ideal one. Actually, what would that be? What is the best blue mana accumulator that uses green? For whatever reason, one doesn't come immediately to mind other than the troll that doubles it all. I guess you could also use the Mythic that does the same thing. Like the troll mechanic. But there is like a green-purple troll, I believe it is, that doubles all blue. I'm trying to think of a better option than that, but that might be the better option. He does it for like 12 mana cost. And he does like 5 plus however many there are on the board. And that could be a really good way to feed mana back to him. Because you're going to need some kind of green that can create a lot of blue. Ultimately. Unlike this troop, which is a blue that creates a bunch of green. We need the inverse. Alright, we'll take that. We'll take that. Something has to exist. I'll make sure to mention it for the video. But the best thing I can think of off the top of my head right now is the green-purple troglodyte or whatever it's called. The giant that doubles all blue. Technically just slightly more than double, but you know what I mean. Alright, we'll take our poke. Obviously, we're still in Wolf Garrick build for this. Alright, that's beyond kill range. Skull is also overkill. Just not ideal. Do I do it? I really shouldn't. But it's also so free. I'm doing it. It probably wasn't worth it, but, we did it. I'm not sure. We would have to delayed way too many attacks. I don't think it would have been worth delaying over. Wow, he's actually looping for once? What are you doing? You're not supposed to loop. That's not something you're capable of doing. Alright, now we just have to kill this one outright. Alright, not too big a deal. I'm not sure if that really sped us up or slowed us down going forward, but overall it does feel like we kind of sped up a little. So I'll take it. Sped up relative to how slow the mode is this week. Because this is by no means quick. But relative to what we have access to this week is actually not too bad, this battle. For a second I thought they buffed him for a second, but I forgot. This is the first time we're actually using him since we got him shiny. He's currently shiny level 1. So he has 14 mana cost instead of his normal 15. It threw me off for a second. It's like, wait, when did they buff the Journey Troops? I thought they weren't until like 2 events from now, but no, that's just a shininess on him. Hey, we finally cracked 10,000 points as well. Yeah, hopefully as a guild we can get those last 4,000 points. I might have to do another set off stream. I'll have to see. That or I just need to get every slacker in our guild to go do their battles. Like anyone under 10,000 right now at our guild really needs to do slightly more. I'm not going to kick anyone over it though. But they do need to go do more. Actually, I think someone mentioned earlier, technically have to have like 10,900. As long as everyone's doing over 10,000 though, there's always going to be the few that go slightly higher. Oh, what do we need here? We'll take that one over. He's at a Pokemon Go event? Yeah, he probably won't be back until later tonight. He was doing that yesterday and today. Catching 1.5 billion shinies. Actually, that's something I haven't done in a while. We still have not played. I have not played Power World since we last streamed it. It's actually the longest I've gone since playing Power World, not playing Power World. Yeah, it's been a week now. The main thing I'm waiting for is for them to do like a big content update, I think. That or really flesh out like PvP. Because PvP currently doesn't exist in the game. Because I feel like that has a lot of potential to be really fun. Because PvP in Pokemon I've enjoyed a ton. It plays a lot differently than it ever will in Power World, obviously. But it was a ton of fun, or at least I like it. Of course, that kind of PvP was absurdly turn-based. And the one that they're going to have will be very different. But still really curious to see what happens with it. Because we've never really had like an open world kind of Pokemon game to do that with. Because they never really bothered implementing such. Like they could have for Legends Arceus, but then they didn't. Like that would have been their opportunity to. Let's see. But it very notoriously had no multiplayer in it at all. Like the game that would have been perfect for multiplayer had no multiplayer. Okay. We'll take that one over there. Wow, we're already that high on your Wolf Garrick damage? Wow. I did not realize our Wolf Garrick already had that much magic. He gains 2 magic every time we take an extra turn, which is technically 4 because we have 2 of them. It's a lot of extra turns stacking there. Alright, we just need a Pokemon with like 2 skulls at this point. If skulls could just magically appear, that'd be great. Except we need them in our favor, not his. Should have specified. Alright, now anything kills him, even a Wolf Garrick. Yeah, let's take red. Doesn't really matter here as long as it's extra turn and dead. Red to dead. Okay, we're right back where we are. Though, that's honestly good. If we can keep cycling sigils here, that's actually a good thing. It'll take us a little while, unfortunately. However, we need every last sigil we can get right about now. Because we're really close to actually not getting the reward this time. But I feel like a lot of guilds are like that. Actually, let me go pull it real quick. I'm actually curious. Though I guess don't vote if you're in my guild. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. But, I'm kind of curious on this. Has your guild finished the current, what's it called? Journey event? Finished this week's journey events? Yes or no? And of course, finished being, you know, all rewards. Is your guild finished? I guess I should specify that. Finished all rewards this week. Let's see. Oh, now the sentence sounds weird. Has your guild finished all rewards for this week's journey event? Yes or no? There we go. Curious what that actually comes out to. My guild hasn't, but we're about to, so technically we have. Because I highly doubt we're going to be slightly short. Oh, no, that's not who I meant to cast here. I meant to do the green convert. Oh no. That's not the one I meant to do. Though it actually worked out perfectly, so I guess that's fine. Let's see. We'll throw that one down. Oh, that's a lot of no. It's so no, it still says 100%. Wait, what? How many votes is that? Oh, wow. That number is way higher than I thought it was. Literally 100% no. After 12 votes. I'm curious what that will be after like 20 or 30. Your guild stopped at stage 12 as well. Got to clear it at stage 13. Interesting. I didn't realize it was that high. People not doing it this time. Luckily, we should still be able to make it. Like, we're pretty much there at this point. We just need someone who hasn't done their battles in their guild to basically do their battles when we're in the clear. Let's see. We'll take that over. But I didn't realize that many people just went for stage 12 this time. Is that kill range? Yeah, it is. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Whatever you do, don't kill it. No! Oh, good, good. I thought he might have had a damage poke. But, okay, that was very close. Oh, that would have been so bad. This battle would have taken, like, an extra 2 to 3 minutes if he would have died there. Oh, he should be fine now. Though him reviving doesn't help here. Otherwise, we already would have pretty much won the fight. But at least we didn't die there, so that's the main thing. If we could just get some skulls, that'd be great. Biggest issue with this team is we don't really have any way to create skulls, and we have to add a beast to do so that isn't considered a war gear, so it's really clunky. That's one thing that's really weird about Magrim Woods in the current state of game. It's just a really mixed identity kingdom where it's trying to be both war gear and beast, but doesn't satisfy either. It's a very weird combination as far as what's in the kingdom. Like, it's still trying to be like the only war gear kingdom back when, you know, it was the only war gear kingdom. But now that we have a dedicated war gear kingdom, it isn't like a full beast kingdom, nor is it like a full war gear kingdom. It's just in a weird in-between limbo where it doesn't do either properly. And the problem with that is the skull spam in this kingdom is attached to the beasts, not to the war gears. Like, every skull spammer that's in Magrim Wood is a beast. Whereas this guy that we have to use is a war gear, who would not synergize as well with those beasts. Which is a very weird conflict of interest for this current, is one of the other thing that's been making this journey event kind of clunky. Is the main trip you have to use is war gear. But, you can't really utilize all the beasts that you have access to, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's see. I'll take that one over. That would normally be from the kingdom. Though then again, I guess based on the restriction, you kind of can't. Because isn't it war gear purple? So never mind, you still wouldn't be able to regardless. But still. What do we need here? We'll take a purple, why not? There's some green in there if we have any alignment. Nope. Okay, we'll take skull. Let me just take all the reds. Why not? Skull. Let that do whatever. Actually, did we go for another skull? I need a skull again to not die. He's in a weird state where... Oh, I should have taken that brown first. If we don't get this thing killed with a Devourer, he's dead. Up, he's dead. Up. Oh, there goes the team. Alright, game plan here. He has score reduction, so all we have to do is hit him with a skull. We just need one skull and then poke. That is the game plan here. Actually utilizing a skull damage against him. I would love if you stopped taking all the skulls I need off the board. Not that many skulls. Chill on the skulls. We need some, not that many. Alright, alright. Now we just gotta do that again and we win. How hard can that possibly be? Alright, we'll take... Unfortunately, we don't have any resummon now. You better not have insta-kill. Actually, we have Impervious, doesn't actually matter. Well, we don't have immune to insta-kill, but by insta-kill I mean Devour. She actually can't Devour us. Both because the team doesn't have it, but also because we're immune. Okay. You need to go get this into kill range. Can you even do that? Yes, perfect. One skull is kill range. So all we have to do is find one skull and we win. Oh, what's your skull reduction? Oh, perfect. None. Alright, let's match. A very weird match, but that's why we use double Wolf Garrick. Bro, and one Wolf Garrick isn't enough. We lost a bit of points there, but hey, we won. How are we doing as a guild? Are we almost there? So close yet so far. I think someone else is doing their battles right now because we're getting really, really close. Not quite there. Alright, let's keep going. Hello, Deem. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Hello, Cookie as well. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's not really that worth it to try to complete out the journey when it's this annoying. We still did because we do it for all events. But it definitely wasn't worth it. Hopefully they tweak it by next event. Last I heard, they're not tweaking it until 2 events from now. So they're going to gather more data on the next event and then change it after next event. Like, next event will be unchanged, but the event after next journey event will be changed. But I really hope they just change next journey event. Like, they needed to by this event and then didn't. I'm pretty sure there's a forum post going over in depth. And hopefully they'll listen to it. But, yeah, they really need to change it. It needs to have already been changed by this event, but they 100% have to change it before next journey event. This is awful. And this was with some better options, too. We had insta-kill, we had, not a consistent one, but insta-kill nonetheless. We have insta-kill, we had, like, a really decent loop option for, like, the earlier sections. Not good enough that we could use it the whole time, though. But good enough that, you know, in the earlier section to kind of swipe through them pretty quickly. Alright, what do we need? Grab that. I'm gonna take skull vertically here, I think. Actually, like, vertically. I want that purple. Alright, I'll move that. What else can we do? I need you to be in kill range. For that, I need a skull. For that, I need something to fall here. I don't even need this mana. I'm just doing this literally to get a skull. That is not a skull. I guess we also get magic out of it, if nothing else. Oh wait, I can just bring it to kill range. What am I doing? I don't need skull. Not sure why I thought that was overkill for a second there. But now we just devour. Get our double kill, do it again, win. Simple as that. Alright, that gives him skull. I don't want to touch that. We'll take that over. Let him just do whatever there. Oh, I could have taken the purple to... I didn't even see that. I could have taken purple to green. That would have been a bit better. I got him to full mana. Can he do anything? No. Why does it feel like the greens are nowhere useful? I'll take the purple for now. Random skull poke. Get him a little bit chipped down. We do have really high skull damage, so if we could do that one more time, we're actually in the clear. Our best bet to do so is probably yellow. We could do yellow. We got nothing. He got it instead. Alright, do I bother double poking? Is that even worth it? Is that even kill range? No. Depends how many extra turns we take. It's actually better at this point just to go for skull. And hope we land it. If you can stop taking turns and let me have a skull, that'd be great. Oh, no. That slightly ruins my plan. Also, he upped his HP, too. That double ruined my plan. Oh, now that triple move ruined my plan. At some point, we'll win here. Like, we're not going to lose because of that, but... that ruined every plan we had. We ruined the plan, and then the plan's plan, and then there's the plan's plan. Alright, this needs to die from natural causes, and then we devour and then win. This is brown, right? Yeah, brown. It's not extra turn, I just want the mana. Alright, we'll take that. Get a purple there. Are you kill range? No. Which is fine, because I was just going to do it on the other one anyways. There should be cast and kill. I think we're in the clear. As long as he doesn't get a resummon within this turn. There we go. Dead. 1,055 damage. Love to see it. Oh, there we go. Alright, one battle left unless we get Valraven here. Come on, guild. We're so close. 3,000 more points. I'll cover like 50 of that. Actually, because the 40-mile thing is actually going to be a bit less than that. Actually, how many would that be? Because I'm not sure how many gets deteriorated from it. Yeah, we didn't get a Valraven. Sad. Let's see. What do we take here? Take that for now, I guess. A nice little cascade. Take the yellow there. Grab a pokety-poke on you. We normally want to start from the top down, even if there's a bigger threat. Main reason we're doing this is because of skull damage. Gives us a wider range of hits we can do to bring him into kill range. Because it always has to be exact for us to get the Wolf Garrick. You know, not exact, but he has notoriously had a low amount of damage output. is one of the main reasons why Ubistet is always used over him in normal circumstances. His Wolf Garrick does like 0 damage, even after they buffed him. This is after they buffed him like once or twice, and he still does almost 0 damage. Like, he didn't used to have this trait that made his magic even higher. And he used to do even less damage than how much he does now in his ability. Both because there was less magic in the game, but also I think the ratio is different. Alright, we just double poke him now in this match. Oh no! I'm gonna have to do a really weird move. I have to take this purple just so he doesn't do that. Or any other combination of things. Like that. Oh no! Alright, now we have a really big problem. Okay. Interesting, I see. Alright, that's bad. Well, we'll do that. Oh, good! This thing had less skull damage. This would have killed it, but this didn't. Alright, thank you. Okay, that works out. Perfect. Okay, that's fine. All has been saved. Barely. But yeah, now we just ultimately win off of Wolf Garrick. After many more turns of failing. Wait, who's doing barrier? Oh, calls random stat. You're getting that many barriers from random status effect? It feels like the only effect you're doing is barrier. Like some of your weaker ones. Spirit Fox? This actually is extra turn, oddly enough. Fortunately, no mana drain because Bless. Oh, I just realized I can't actually, I didn't think about that just now. I can't devour it. It currently still has Bless on it. I would need it to act out of Bless. But for now, we'll still keep killing first slot. Yeah, we could actually lose this. Because even once we do enough damage, I need Bless to be off of final slot for it to work. He's about to act out of Bless, but he might gain a bunch of extra turns. Though with this alignment, he shouldn't. Because I just deny him with his skull. And he does that. And then we Wolf Garrick. And he just... Oh no, but now he has barrier! How do we do this? I think we take skull. As awful as that is, I think we take skull here. Because even though he dropped his Bless, he still has barrier. There's 2 ways to play this. Wolf Garrick, Forest Guardian, then kill him before he gets 3 mana. And we need to get 22 mana. The other alternative is we just take skull now. And then we have to deal with this guy that has Enrage and Barrier and Reflect. I think safer bet is just take skull. The other option is do Wolf Garrick now. But last I recall, Barrier does stop Devour if all you're doing is Barrier. Insta-kill doesn't get stopped by it anymore, but Devour does still get stopped by it, last I recall. I'm just gonna take Skull, I think. Alright, that worked out really well. Good thing we didn't give him that. Gosh, that would have been so much value. Imagine if we actually gave him that. Because that would have been the other option. Alright. Can we do anything here? Not really. I almost want to pass my turn, but there's still a couple moves. Gotta be really careful. We got rid of Reflect. We still have to deal with Enrage. Which, what is that? 300 something damage? So we still get to survive, what, 3 hits? That's not too bad, but he does have Skull Spam. Which is probably the biggest concern at this point. Is that worth it? If I take that green, he still gets Skull as well, but oh no, I guess I'll go for it. We both get a Skull out of it. Okay, so I just need 1 Skull to win, he needs 2 Skulls to win. But if he casts his ability, we also basically lose if he has alignment. So I gotta try not giving him alignment by, like, not taking that one and similar things. Also have to try not giving him Skulls, or give him green alignment. We should take this and try for Skull there to also deny him. Alright, we got a problem. We are now in sudden death mode. How do we do this? I don't think it's worth getting rid of my turn yet. I think it's worth getting rid of my turn. I kind of want him to take this up, as it gives us a really good chance to kill him. The other option is just take this green. I gotta deny him of that. Yeah, let's take that green. He didn't do what I wanted him to. I can't do anything with this horizontal. I think I just passed my turn. There's too many dangerous zones. The safest move is taking this red to the left. And that might even bait him into taking green, but he can also get a skull from Sky. The problem is if I do this and he doesn't give me skull, we kind of lose. Oh, there's also a move there that I may have missed. Is this skull? No. Oh, this red is still safe. Pretty safe. It's very unlikely to backfire. My bigger concern is if he gets skull from Sky, he wins if I do that. Because what's going to happen is I take this red. He then takes this green. And then it'll be skull, skull. And then if that's skull, we lose. Wait. Yeah, that'll be after he moves the thing. It really comes down to, does he get Sky Skull out of 1 and 7 or whatever it is? Actually, technically it's less than 1 and 7, but... oh no, I think we risk it. We could also lose from double skull pairing there, but that's very unlikely. We could also win from double skull pairing there. I don't know, I think we just go for it. He's gonna take green, and then it comes down to, does he get skull from Sky?
Mana surge.
Okay, that is not the turn of events I thought would happen there. That's bad. We could take this. What does that do? We could try for the skull from Sky. No, I think our best bet is take blue here, but if you get skull there or there, we lose. What is our safest? We could do it across the entire line, but then that's still a 2 skull lose, so I'll just do it over here, I think. And then he'll take green, then we take skull, or we die immediately because he does his thing. No! Wait, we lived? Oh! Did we buy deep enough to have armor? And how did I just notice it now? I forgot. We had to buy so deep into the event that we actually have armored. Is there any safe move? Blue, right? Yeah. And now it's not dangerous because the things aren't there anymore. So I think I just take the lightning gem, which should be horizontal. I was trying to make sure something catastrophic doesn't randomly happen from doing this. Because you know it's going to. We got a problem. We somehow still... oh, no, we're fine. Never mind. We got the win right there. I was gonna say, if we still don't have a skull right there, we're about to lose. Oh, there we go. We won for 90 points. Gosh. All right, now we just need the guild to do 2,000 more points. You got this, guild. 2,200 more points. We're pretty much there. Come on, someone who's done, like, no points, go. Anyone below 10,000? We need some assistance. Oh, Gerudo killed it this week. 18,000. Very nice. Actually, let me give Gerudo a thingy. Gerudo is our carry this week. Let me go give Gerudo some gems without accidentally kicking them because they're right next to each other for some reason. Let's see. Gerudo... kick? No. Give gift. Yeah, Gerudo absolutely carried us this week. We're finishing out Journey. I just need the rest of the guild to finish the other... oh, someone's doing their battles right now. The other 2,100. And hopefully we'll have that by the end of the stream. Anyways, next order of business. What is it? Let's go clear some of the other dailies, I guess, while we're at it. While we're in a daily rotation at the moment. Yeah, we already hit both the traps. It's fine. Technically hit 3 traps. Let me do this before I forget. Always worth doing every Sunday. Technically it's worth doing every day if you really want to maximize your diamond gains. But it is particularly useful on Sundays. So much so that I don't even need diamonds anymore and I still go for it. It is so good value. Will we always have Guild War in 1 week? Wait, do we have Guild War in a week? I don't think we... do we? I didn't hear anything about it. I'm pretty sure we still need a patch before we get Guild War again. You might not play the next Journey event in protest. Well, they're 100% reworking it 2 Journey events from now. So your protest isn't going to do too much unless you specifically did it this Journey event, not play it. Because they're already planning on reworking Journey event 2 Journey events from now. They're just currently not planning on reworking it next Journey event. But there is a chance they might. But as it currently stands, their plans was 2 Journey events from now. Which means next Journey event will be unaffected, but the one after that will be. As well as all future ones, obviously. I don't know, just kind of have to wait and see. Don't really know until it happens. Hey, dungeon's done. All dailies I already did earlier. Went out of my way to go do those 5 PvPs. I believe we're still ranked 3 last I checked. Definitely want to maintain it if we can. Which should be pretty easy at this point unless someone goes crazy at last minute. But yeah, we're going to make top 3. Which means we'll get 90 this week. Technically we got 120 last week. Because we definitely grinded to first place and it didn't simply glitch out and give us first place. But this week we actually did do it and we got 3rd. I could grind for 2nd, but it's not worth it for 10. Honestly, once we even get to 3rd, it's like so not worth it going higher. Unless the game just glitches out and gives us higher. Because there just really isn't any point to. The difference between getting 90 compared to 0 compared to 100 and 120. Like, all you need is just get 3rd. Because the disparity between the ranks, therefore, is just way too low. Even if we grind it all the way to 1st, it's only 30 extra compared to that. It's just not worth it for the time, especially on Vault Weekend. Speaking of which, we still haven't touched a single Vault. Feels just like last night, where we go and get sidetracked for like an hour and a half. Because at this time, it should only be about an hour. Alright, we did that, we did that. Luckily, Guild's still doing points, so it looks like it's gonna get done. Thank you, Guild. Good job. Campaign, already done. Adventure board. Oh yeah, is there anything good on Adventure board? No. Only some writs, so I guess we'll grab these real quick. Oh yeah, that's something else I forgot to mention. I've been trying this new soda thing. It's literally just called Fit Soda. Because I've still been looking for like that low sugar, not soda alternative. And now I'm up to Fit Soda at this point. And so far, it seems fine. Seems perfectly fine. Every single time I find like an alternative though, I feel like after a while, just something with it, like, really hurts my brain. I'm not sure what ingredient it is in them. Yeah, without fake sugar as well. Because the fake sugars are almost just as bad for you as just like actual sugar. I know, I tried this actually technically a couple days ago. This is the first time I'm actually drinking one on stream though. I'm not sure all the flavors they had. But so far I've tried cherry and root beer. And even though I do like root beer vanilla float kind of flavor, actually I literally had one last time when I was seeing my dad. It was the few times, it was one of only like 2 times last year I cheated on having soda, because all last year I had no soda at all. Except for when I was in New Jersey. And one of the things I got was a root beer float. And this is basically root beer float flavored. Not the same, because it has no sugar and everything else, but honestly it's not that bad. They're not the same. Definitely not the same. Not even close to the same. But you know, it has like that general taste where it's like, yeah, you can taste it. Anyways, what were we doing? We did that, we did that. Oh yeah, final day to go use all your points. I'm pretty sure all of you have done this by now, but if you for some reason haven't spent your last points for Fortune and Glory, you can't earn anymore, but if you haven't spent it, last 5 hours to do so. I'm pretty sure everyone did before the week even started. Just a heads up if anyone hasn't. Alright, anyways, let's go to Underspire. Let's go take that double dead end right away. And then we'll figure out where we use the rest of them. What do we need here? And try to get one of those soda stream things. I have heard of them before. I've never tried one though. I forgot. We redid our team slightly to make it safer for the final fight. And I never changed it back. We adjusted this team when we went into the what's it called fight? The Diamantina fight. We ended up overhauling this team a little bit into what it is now. Problem with that is I can't really get into Wolf Garrick range with the damage range we're at right now. Is that it? Finally. There we go. What am I looking at? A double dead end with no dead ends? The problem is I can't really scout much with how many torches I have left. Because every single place I can scout is like a million miles in all the hard sections. Yeah, we'll take the side path, I guess.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
I should bring that dragon back out if we're going to be doing this lower range, though. Because the dragon just one-shots everything.
Mana surge.
Ooh, double dead ends? That's exactly what we're looking for right now. Also, please don't give me torches. Give me actual loot. Actually, you're starting to run out of spots to even use torches on right now.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
We've almost depleted every option. We do have a room. Yeah, torches. I wouldn't say torches is the most disappointing loot you can get. But it definitely is not in a favorable side of loot.
Mana surge.
Like, you're not the most disappointed when you get torches, but it's definitely disappointing. That's far from the most disappointing one. The problem is we already got so many torches so far this week because of how unlucky we were getting initially that they do even less for us than normal. Alright, we got a Nisha. That's fine. Token of Nisha is actually not too bad of a thing, especially from our rare room. Where's all the earlier sections? I really don't want to do a deep section if we can help it. Oh, we have a triple path in second section. Wait, and another diverging path? Ooh. Nice. Okay. I might have to do double torch to get to each one of these right here, though, but that's fine. We can still buy 5 more for 50 gems. Basically 10 gem apiece. I think at this point would be worth it. Also, I should really go switch back to the dragon. I just don't feel like it's worth the time to go switch back, but I don't know. If we're gonna do like 7 more fights, it might be worth it. I wish I wouldn't have double skulled. We were actually exactly in kill range. One of the few times we're getting unlucky is actually, or getting lucky is actually unlucky. We got double skull from Sky, but I actually needed it enough to do that. Now we have to kill this without getting our double kill. Yeah, these are all going to be double path scouts. Wait, how deep are we? Oh no, this is only a one-off. Oh, Oh, we might have to scout every one of these directions pretty deep. Oh, that's bad. I don't want to go up over there either. Biggest issue, too, is I don't think we found the merchant in this area either. So one of these is going to lead to absolute nothing. Yeah, let's go start doing them, I guess. Because I'm not going to the deeper section. I was going to go get our 5 extra torches and then see what we can get from this intersection. Hopefully each one of these are 2 off, though, from the main path here. Because if it is, that means we only have to use 2 torches per direction. Which I feel like whenever it diverges to a triple like this, it tends to do that more often than not. Oh, why did I do that? I actually could have done that better. That's fine. So I need you to not overkill if that would be great. There you go. Oh, wait, but now you underkilled. Wait. There you go. Not overkill, not underkill. Just get it right in the sweet spot there. Nothing. Okay, good. That does mean they're all 2-offs then. That's actually a good sign. Not it being dead end, but the fact that it ended. Well, you know, not that it wasn't a dead end room or dead end loop, but the fact that it ended there means that all of these should end within 2 fights. Unless one of them's the merchant, in which case the merchant will probably go all the way to 6. Actually, if we start seeing one diverge further than 2, it is almost guaranteed the merchant. As I don't believe we found the merchant in this area, and we already obviously found the boss room. We've already finished the event as of yesterday. When the journey loop, troops on the opposing team looped you 5 times. Yeah, honestly, the rate of him looping is so absurdly bad ever since they changed it down to 10. It's not even that 10 gem spawn is bad. It's just 10 gem spawn with that 15 mana cost, or 14 once you get him like that, is the main thing that kind of makes it really clunky. The other issue is to even get him to 11 gem spawn, you got to get him to shiny level 2, which doesn't generally naturally happen unless you go out of your way to go like get the shiny tokens. Like, it's not something that just happens on accident. You have to pretty much go out of your way actively for. Also, I just realized he has immune to Devour. Forgot. Whoops. He actually has a Pervious. You actually sometimes use him for the faction because of that. But normally you just go all Hex Rat with one of the brown yellow tank. Okay, there is the merchant room. You can tell because it didn't end with immediately. So this one's merchant, which means this one should end right there. Which we actually know for sure it does. We don't even need to know because of this room now. So we actually know 100% that this is a merchant and this is a dead end room right there. This being a dead end room right here is a lot more obvious because we already know that there's a room there because that's connecting there, which means this has to end right there. So we'll take this one first. It is technically not guaranteed that this is a merchant, so maybe we'll go for it. But the chance of it being a merchant is absurdly, absurdly high. To such a degree, I'm not even sure if I'm going to bother checking. We'll have a better rate of just going up on the other path. Though I'll check to see how deep we are. Because if I only have to go like one more room to check, maybe I will. But I think we're just going to go down the other route. Because I'm almost guaranteed it's going to be merchant. It would have ended after one extra fight if it wasn't. Alright, what do we need here? Can I even take anything over there? Yeah, we can take a brown. Start getting that going. Just let him do whatever with that. Beatrix, you better not infinite loop us right now. Just trying to get through this faction. Oh, I thought that would give you full mana. Apparently not. That definitely will, though. I said, hello, Tyrion! Welcome, welcome. Tyrion, if you have any battles left, we need your help. We need your help for the world event. And by world event, I mean journey event. Because I think we're only like 2,000 points away. Unless someone already finished it by now. But last I checked, we were like 2,000 something away. Okay, we'll throw down yellow. Not even gonna go for the double-double. Actually gonna kill it out all the way and just kill the other one. I just realized, this is the only thing on the team that feeds green. Kind of forgot about that because we built it the other way. Because this whole battle, the whole team that we're using right now was built specifically to kill Diamantina. And this entire stream, I just haven't bothered switching it back. At this point, I think it actually would have been more time efficient to have switched it, but oh well. I'm too committed to not switching it now to bother switching it. We're in too deep. Can't back off now. A torch! We were just talking about that earlier. Alright, how deep are we? 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, I'm going up, I think. I think it's better to go up than it is to go left. We could only choose one or the other. Unless this is like a 2-off or something. Like it dead ends right over there. Ooh, I'm not sure. I am near confident this is a merchant, though. But I kind of want to check it just so I know that it is a merchant for future reference. So I might deliberately go down the path I know I will not get any loot from. That sounds like a really bad idea. But for science, I kind of want to check it. Yeah, I'm doing it. I am very confident this is a merchant path. Though there's a chance it's not. I just kind of want to see at this point. Honestly, having that knowledge for later will be better than one dead-end room. Because its pattern definitely feels like it's merchant. But I do want to double check. Of course, you leave the most annoying one for last. It did not devour the right one. I could take into blue first. I guess it doesn't really matter ultimately. Okay, do you have enough damage yet? No, but get that mana down before he goes crazy. I remember when this thing used to be the meta of metas. It was really funny when Bone Dragon was meta. I miss those days. Bone Dragon was really insane. Ah? Nothing? What? It was a dead-end room. It was just one extra off. Which means this one is merchant, then. Oh, we already found the merchant. Oh, wait, that means we can just go up. Wait. We already found the merchant in this section. So it couldn't be merchant. Ah, I thought this was in the other section. Oh, how big is this blue, yellow, green section, I mean? Okay, well, that means we can go up then. Because that means this is not merchant. Let's go see what we can get. I didn't even notice that. We already got merchant. So there's a 100% chance that wouldn't have been. Which also means going up is a 100% chance it's not going to be. That's weird that that one path was one extra battle then, though. I don't feel like it normally does that when you have a triple path. Oh, I could have done the on the other guy. Why did I think that was overkill? I know that puts us in a really awkward spot, though. Yeah, why did I think that was overkill? So what was I trying to achieve by that? There's not a single thing that could have possibly done. Alright, now we'll just kill it outright. Alright, there we go. Can we get anything with our final two? Ooh, double dead ends. Oh, it better not be 2 loot rooms. Like, there's no way I'm spending 100 torches for, like, one room. Or 100 gems, I mean. Guess we're up against a leprechaun room. Alright, what do we need here? Throw that down. Boom, boom. Drain the guy that actually has mana. Oh, or do we poke him? You know, I'm poking him. Then we poke him again, but don't overkill him. Then we get all of our mana and then we win. Can I do that? No. I could do this, though. Oh, no, I didn't want to kill him. I was trying to cascade a bunch, but I wasn't trying to kill it. That one we need to kill, though. Alright, there we go. Really? Well, we're done. I have 1 torch left, but there's nothing we can do because we don't have any in sight. Hey, that was a really strange Underspire this week. Both team-wise and just ultimately what happened. We had to, like, full scout the first 4 floors, and then we got double perfect in a row. Very weird all around. Ah, there we go. Oh, so we did overspend with 1 buy-in during the week. Because I actually triple bought on one of the days just in case we didn't get far enough. But then our luck completely 180'd, so we were actually fine. I wasn't expecting such a 180 in our luck, though. But anyways. Is it finally time to go do the vault event? I think it's finally time. Like an hour in, but I think it's finally Palooza time. Unless there's something else I'm forgetting. Let's see, has the guild finished journey yet? Come on, guild, you're so close, someone! We need like 300 points. Go, go, go. 306. Alright, we're definitely going to be able to claim it to stream this. That's kind of cool. Thank you, everyone. But anyways, let me go bring out the timer. I actually don't have it open right now. Like trying to find it on my interface and realized that I don't have it open. Which is why I can't find it. Might help. If I open the thing I'm looking for. But yeah, let's go finish this out. We'll start up the Palooza timer. We'll be handing out one more redeem code during the stream as well. In a little bit. Where did my timer go? Can you guys see it yet? No. Where is it? There it is. That's weird. That was really delayed. Alright, you want to work? Alright, timer is timering. So, current goal is the same goal we have pretty much every Vault weekend. We are trying to hit 300 Vault keys. We are currently at 168 plus 29 pity. Oh, so I should probably throw all 4 of these boosters now that I'm thinking about it. I threw 2 today. Yeah, I think we'll throw these other ones while we're running Paloozas. We lose a little bit of value from it compared to just doing it the other way, but might as well, just to get them out. Yeah, let's go do it. We'll run at least 4 of them, and we might need a 5th. So to do this, we'll do this. Then very, very quickly, also deliberately not start the timer, because the timer starts at the Palooza. Right there. Alright, let's go do it. We'll do it in Cinemirage, why not? And I'm not on the right team. Gonna waste a second here. Where is it? There we go. Alright, good to go. Now we just rinse and repeat this until we have all the loot. You got 17 more shinies today? Nice. Oh, we got Epic Volkey immediately. Great. You can do what you can, but you're struggling. Yeah, it's really hard this week. But we don't need that many points. We just need 300 points at this point. So anything that you can put in there will help. We're so close. Pretty sure by the time we finish this Palooza, we'll even have it all. Yeah, this was definitely one of the hardest events we've had in a while, this week's journey. For whatever reason, it felt even harder than the other journey we had like a month ago. Because that one was also nerfed into the ground, but for whatever reason, I feel like this one was more annoying. What team did we have last time the journey was nerfed into the ground? Does anyone remember? Like, what restriction was it? Because I feel like it should have been worse than this one, but this one feels a lot worse than last one did. There must have been some kind of option that kind of worked. Let's not let Defiant. Welcome, welcome. I don't remember what it was, though. Does anyone remember what last month's journey was, restriction-wise? Because that one was also just as nerfed as this one. It was the first one that got nerfed. It was Green Fae. Oh! That means we had Leprechaun. That's why it felt better. Every team is better with Leprechaun. Oh, that's why it felt so much cleaner last time. Because all you had to do is just click Leprechaun and do normal team stuff. Leprechaun is so broken that it can make a horrible team still feel not horrible. That's insane. But yeah, that's why it didn't feel horrible. We had access to Leprechaun. Our damage sources likely weren't much better. But just Leprechaun alone was enough to just make it not feel horrible. Actually, kind of insane how broken that troop is. And it's been out for a while, too. Leprechaun's been like a 2018 thing, I think. 2017, 2018. I want to say 2018. Like, it's been in the game for like 8 years. Out of every troop, I'm surprised never got even remotely nerfed. Leprechaun's probably like the top of that list of things that I'm very, very surprised did not get nerfed at all, ever, even a single time. Though my next one on that list of I'm very surprised it didn't get nerfed is going to be Stellarix. If they keep Stellarix exactly how it is for forever, I am very surprised that thing never got nerfed. Though in all fairness, he did get buffed, so that's a little bit of a different kind of situation. Whereas Leprechaun has never been buffed or nerfed. It's been exactly what it's been since release. And it is still just as broken as day one. If anything, even more broken these days somehow. Just because the synergies he has are better. Even though what he effectively does is the same. You end up ditching Wolfgarrick? Interesting. I actually put Wolfgarrick onto the team rather than ditching him. Because the initial team we had went all in Mana Loop. Or, you know, the best we can get for Mana Loop there. It's not technically Infinite Loop. But we went all in for Mana Loopage and with the Purple Doom weapon. The Doomed Volt or whatever it's called. And we tried going for that, and it works for the earlier end. But once your stats getting really, really bulky, you take too much damage back because of how many turns they end up getting for it to be worth using. Which is when we kind of shifted into single Wolfgarrick and then eventually double Wolfgarrick. In case of emergency of when the Wolfgarrick's dying. Especially when you put them in first slot. Of course, you could, of course, put them in safer locations. The main reason, actually, he was placed in first slot was to try to go for Rush Wolfgarrick. Which at a certain point works, but it does fall off. Now we're way past the fall-off point. It is super fallen off by now. I still try for it, though, because if you can get one Devour off before he gets hit twice, you get to not die. You just gain, like, infinite stats, basically. You just get to take all their stats. It's quite a gamble, though, that it won't die, though. Because normally it does. Yeah, that's what the second one is for. As well as the fact that the other one has infinite resummon. YouTube on mobile is acting up for you. I actually almost never use it on mobile, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, Wolfgarrick is starting to get really hard to line up for insta-kill once you get super deep. But the further you get, the more stats he gets from doing it. And once he gets one Devour, he just kills everything with skulls. Which is very convenient. So I just stuck with Wolfgarrick the whole time, personally. You know, after we switched out of the other team. Don't you dare run on us. We need you. So this blue stuff right here will get us to the 200 mark. Actually, technically we already were. If you count pity keys. Hopefully we can get it so we only need to do 4 of them tonight, but if we do need to do the 5th, we 100% will, of course. Because this stream does not end until we have 300 vault keys. And I think I'm actually going to go for 300 physical vault keys, not just counting epics as well. And the main reason for that is, I kind of want to actually test the vault keys for a couple things. I want to do 3 separate 100s. So we need to actually have physically 300 keys of the normal variety. You had a Valraven ran away? Oh, you didn't get the 2 sigils from it? That's weird. Yeah, last I recall, the glitch is still in play. The running away glitch that happened in 7.3 that's likely being fixed by 7.4. Which should be in the next few weeks. They're likely doing it between the 2 seasons. And next week is week 8 of 10. So that's in, what, 3 weeks from now? 3 Mondays from now? Because tomorrow is 8. So let's assume we're already on 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 3 weeks from now should be patch. This isn't confirmed, but it's pretty much confirmed. That we're almost guaranteed getting patch 3 weeks from now. On that Tuesday. Which at this point is 23 days from now. Which is the date of whatever 23 days from now is, I have no clue. Want to say the 17th? 20th? I guess that checks out. Yeah, 20th. But yeah, the 20th of next month is likely patch day. So hello, Curtly. Welcome, welcome. Hey, we're getting a level. What level are we at right now? We are at 1,904. We're definitely not reaching 905, though. At least not today, anyways. Hey, we got the Fireball. I actually need that pet, if I'm not mistaken. It's the Firefox pet. Actually, I forget what it's for. I think it's for red bonus. I don't think I have all the copies yet. So I'll go check to see if the guild is done with the thing, and also go do the pet real quick. And also get our Vault Key tally going. Also, I think after next Palooza, we'll go and hand out another code as well. Oh, we got mail. Wait, what's that mail from? Did we just hit all the rewards in Journey? Nice. Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to go check after this Palooza. Because last we checked, we were only a couple hundred away. Oh, there we go. Nice. Better late than never. It's like 4 hours left in the event, but hey, as long as it gets done beforehand. Yeah, it wasn't really worth doing it, though. But hey, at least we get the 5 shiny tokens for the guy. We get 4 extra shiny keys, all that good stuff. Uses what? 6 total shiny keys, 5 shiny tokens. So technically 11 shiny tokens we get for doing that. Compared if we would have stopped at the final reward of the deep book. That's the little knick-knack stuff you get in between, whatever it is. But the most relevant ones are the 5 shiny tokens and the 6 shiny keys. Which reminds me, I wonder how many shiny keys I'm sitting on right now. I want to say almost 200. We haven't used them in a while. I'm saving them for when they add legends and mythics. They said they're likely going to at some point. And until they do, I'm not going to open anymore. Especially now that journey troops are nerfed into the ground, so there's no reason to even open them for them anymore either. So I'm kind of just holding out for legends and mythics being added. Obviously, they're not going to add every legend and mythic. Well, they'll probably do like a wave of 30 with 15-15. There's a good chance it'll all be like junk stuff. Like, you know, all off-meta stuff that's just not worth upgrading, but you never know. Could cause a new meta. Depending on which ones they apply it to. The one thing that would be really broken is if new mythics eventually ever start getting shinied. Like every new Friday mythic of the month became shiny. Or every single campaign mythic or whatever they do for it. I feel like if they would do it for every... no, they couldn't even do it for the campaign. Oh, no, I guess they could. Because you can get shiny tokens for a troop you don't have, I'm pretty sure. Though I'm actually not sure because I've always owned every troop when I've been opening shiny keys. But I'm pretty sure you can get shiny tokens for a troop you do not own. But I've never been in a situation where that can occur. So I'm not 100% certain on that. But I'm pretty sure you can get shiny tokens for a troop you currently do not own the single copy of. In which case, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point every new campaign mythic, like the one we're getting in a few weeks, starts getting shiny tokens at some point. Though this next one definitely won't. But it could be like everyone after that one, potentially. If they like add it during next patch or something. Anyways, I need to do this fireball, but there's a couple things I want to go check. We're just talking about shiny keys. I have 187. Actually, more than that, because I haven't claimed them yet. If I go over to Guild, go over to Journey. Thank you, Guild. We get... Oh, yeah, I forgot. We get an orb and a pet orb there. But if you skip the final 4, you only miss out on 6 shiny keys, a major orb, 25 curse runes, 5 of the shiny token thingy, and a small pet orb, and some dragonite. And that's a good handful of loot. Oh, nice. Major purple. Yeah, I'm glad we were able to get it, though. But you definitely don't want to skip out on stage 12. 2 purple deed books is a gigantic reward. Especially the fact that they're purple. Any 2 deed books is good, but purple is particularly is absurdly good. Ah, there we go. There's the final tallies. 1 slacker. Do we need to kick them? Oh, no, Tyrion, you're the second most slacker. Oh, I see what we need to kick now. No. These are 2 people we got from stream as well. Rather than through our normal recruitment means. Don't make me have to kick you. We will. Particularly Eric here. We might have to. The Tyrion, you're probably fine for now. Though Eric might be on the chopping block, especially if Zala sees that, which I'm pretty sure she has. Is I don't ever kick anyone. It's normally Azala telling me, like, bringing it to my attention, like, hey, we should probably kick this person. And then I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, I never actually, like, actively am the reason anyone gets kicked. It's normally some people in the guild and or Azala mentioning it to me and be like, yeah, you should probably kick this person. And I go check. It's like, yeah, I probably should. And then I do. I know. No worries, Tyrion, you're safe. For now. No. Let's see. What do we need here? Wow, why do we need so many copies? When did this thing release? How am I 23 copies short on this Flame Fox thing for Red Mastery? Was this one of the ones that came in during that patch? It might have. It might have been that one weird patch where we got like 6 of these like 3-4 years ago. But they came in through other means that made it a little bit more annoying to get them initially. Compared to how a lot of other pets come in these days. That's so weird. How am I missing 23 copies of this thing? That's a lot. That's not a small number. 23 missing copies? That's nearly all the copies. You need, what, 31 to max them? A way to distract that you are the kicker. Well, I have to be the kicker because I'm only the guild leader can physically kick. But I'm never the reason anyone has been kicked in the last, I want to say like 6 or 7 years in the guild. Like, I pretty much never kick anyone unless people in the guild are like, we should probably kick this person. But yes, I'm the one who actually kicks all of them because only your guild leader can kick. There's currently nothing in Gems of War to allow like a second in command to do it, which is one thing that they actually did better with their other game, oddly enough. Puzzle Quest 3, you are allowed to set someone to like second in command, like 1 or 2 other people, and those 1 or 2 other people do have the function to kick people. In Gems of War, only the guild leader can kick. It doesn't matter how high of a rank you get some other person. Only guild leader has kick functionality. It's a feature I'm surprised they haven't changed yet, so that someone else can help manage the guild rather than it always being on the guild leader. But it's currently impossible for anyone other than guild leader to kick in Gems of War. Also, I would love if this thing doesn't revive 1,000 times today. At some point he will die. That's like 4 revives. Thank you, finally, gosh. It'll make me have to take out a stun every time we're up against you. How many copies did we get? 3! Not too bad. Now we need 20 more. Still a billion more, but 3 definitely helps. Okay, have we done all the things I was going to go do before we start up another Palooza? And then we'll hand out a redeem code after next Palooza. The only thing I think I haven't done is check our tally. We got 20, not bad. And 2. Okay, we got exact average on that one. That's fine. Exactly average is perfectly fine. There we go. And that brings us to 9 Paloozas. Yeah, it does look like we're going to have to go for the 13. So we probably have to do 3 more. I mean, 4 more. Probably going to need 4 more. Because let me check my pity right now. It's at 31. Oh, so we got a ton of gifts. Oh, Eric doesn't want me to kick them. Eric gets to live a little while. Wait, who's Eric in chat? I actually completely forget who it is. Because they're obviously here. Also, thank you for the 100 gems. Greatly appreciated. They are very much here right now. I'll accept the bribe, thank you. The 100 gems does like nothing to our stack these days, but it's still a nice amount. What was I doing? Oh yeah, let's go do another Palooza. Oh yeah, I was going to do an XP boosted Palooza. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was trying to add up the numbers in my head. What's 31 plus that number? It is math. I can't do math right now. That's 219. So if we get really lucky, we actually can do it in... No, it would have to be 4 Paloozas any way you look at it. Yeah, so we have to do 4 more Paloozas. Well, let it begin. Gotta do 4 Paloozas then. So we're here for another hour. Is the game plan. Technically slightly higher than an hour. But then we'll have our 300 keys we want. I guess it technically could be 12 if we count Epic Vault keys. To that mix. Is what I'm going to be testing, I can technically test it with less than 300. I don't know, we'll see. I'll probably go for the actual physical 300 though, rather than counting epics. We'll see how we feel in about an hour from now. I'll probably just go all the way. One singular gem. That's such a weird drop. It's technically actually a 5 gem drop, but because the multiplier gets diminished all the way to a 1. Which is is why that drop seems even weirder in that circumstance. Yeah, guild ranks in Gems of War mean basically nothing. There are so few actual like commands you can give for like the in-game guild. I'm actually surprised they haven't updated that. It hasn't been updated since like 2018, 2019. I want to say 2018. The last time guild was updated in any way, shape, or form was when we got epic tasks. I believe it was the last time they did any amount of guild overhaul. And I want to say that was 2018. So it's been a good while. I'm still wondering when we're gonna get epic maps, though. I'm still holding out for that treasure hunt rework. So focused. That was a lot during Palooza streams. I get so randomly focused I don't even say anything. Just stare at screen, mindlessly click. That's because it makes clicks quicker. But I'm always thinking of other things while I'm clicking. That's pretty much always. I'm still pretty curious what the patch is going to be for next month. Because it's normally not this often that we get a patch this late for the year. Because we didn't even get like a mini patch in January or anything this time. So for a mid-March patch, that's pretty late. Normally they aim for like late February, early March. But based on when the campaign is ending and everything else, it almost is guaranteed going to be the third week of March. The 18th specifically. It's not confirmed, but very likely. Oh, sorry, not the 18th, I mean 20th. Yeah, that's the one thing that's really discouraging about Vault events. When you go dry on the verse you need, or even just verses in general. My luck was pretty average this weekend. It was more so just me not grinding enough.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Kept getting distracted throughout the weekend. Because I don't really like mega grind Vault weekends much these days. But maybe we'll go for one of those thousands at some point again. No time soon, though. As long as you have some verses on reserve, it's not that bad. If you break it down, how many do you really need? Like 40-ish? 45-ish? Or close to 45-ish. You need like 45 Paloozas to do a 1,000. And if you already have those on reserve, it's not that much time to actually hit 1,000. We're talking like, what, 12-ish hours? The biggest grind is actually getting the verses themselves, how luck-based it is. Because it's not consistent. You can farm for like 10 hours and get, you know, 10. Or you can farm for 10 hours and get like 30. You can also farm for 10 hours and get like 3. Like, it's really, really inconsistent. Just because it's spread across so many verses, and you generally are only missing one at a given time. The only verse that isn't specifically at one doesn't help you at all. At least not immediately. Yeah, honestly, a little bit after stream, I should probably try recovering my verses. Also, we just got a verse 2 right there, speaking of verses. You even hear the troop there, or see it. Let it see at the end. But, yeah, we're really low in verse 3. It's our main one. Verse 2, technically slightly, but we've actually been getting a lot of verse 2s this weekend. I think it's almost up by 10 at this point. Plus, we just got another one. So we just need as many verse 3s as we can get. Each one's a Palooza at this point. Oh, I did get a back-to-back verse 3 today, though, which was pretty nice. I wish they were all that easy. I don't see that too often. Back-to-back of the verse I actually need. So, relatively rare occurrence, even during Paloozas. Also, outside of a Palooza, because, you know, there can only be one gnome. So you can only ever get one verse from a fight outside of a Palooza. However, even though they've drastically nerfed the rate of getting Palooza gnomes, you know, the ones that give verses, during a Palooza, it is still possible to get multiple simultaneously. But only while you're doing a Palooza. But the chance of that happening is so absurdly rare in the current state of game. But it is still possible to get a fight of 2, 3, even 4 verse gnomes. It's just the chance of that happening is so absurdly rare. Same as Dragonite gnomes and Cursed Rune gnomes. It is all possible to have multiple of them. It's just their drop rates are so low that it never really happens these days. Like, I haven't seen a double verse gnome in, like, probably over a year. Though I have seen a double Dragonite gnome a couple months ago. I think it was like 3-4 Vault events ago. Obviously during Paloozas, that's the only time it can happen. I know we did not claim them for full loot. It happened, like, near the beginning, so we couldn't delay on it. Actually, I don't think I've been able to full loot claim a single double Dragonite gnome ever. Out of the handful that we've seen, they all occurred like right in the middle or at the beginning of a Palooza. So I was never able to claim them for full loot. It just wasn't worth waiting out the whole rest of Palooza just for them. Even if you were desperate for Dragonite, you probably still wouldn't. Just too long to have to wait. how much loot you would burn during that time. You also got back-to-back verse 3 today? Ooh, interesting. Out of curiosity, what kingdom were you going in? I'm pretty sure the whole kingdom theory is nothing though. Like people who say like, hey, there's a lot of this in like this kingdom today. Pretty sure every situation of that is purely coincidence. There should be same drop rate literally everywhere. Keyword on the should. Unless there's some kind of weird bug. The actual drop rate is the same everywhere. Hello, Outlander! Welcome, welcome, I've always been well. Got the Dragonite Gnome for the pile. If we're truly desperate for Dragonite, waiting 2 minutes actually would be fine for Dragonite Gnome. We don't need Dragonite that bad. We ended up doing it in Center Mirage. That's because that's like the only place I've been farming lately. Got a place right next to it whenever it gets a Mimic. Actually, I did get a couple of Mimics today. Not a single one was a 5 times though. I think I got like 2 or 3 Mimics. He's got a Horde Mimic room? Speaking of Mimics, nice. Yeah, I haven't seen a single 5 times Mimic all weekend. In all fairness, I think I've only seen 5 total Mimics. It's like a 10% chance, so we're not even like half the drop rate. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Welcome, welcome. I said I would hand out a redeem code after this one. I didn't even go hand out another one just to kind of go through because we're still gonna need to do another 3 Paloozas. So we'll hand out a redeem code after this one. We'll hand another one out in a little bit as well. Right, let me go prep the code right now, actually. All right, this will be the second code, and we'll hand out one more in a little bit because we still have 3 more Paloozas to still run through. All right, there goes go. Or you will in a second. Let me go win this fight. Down and down. Should be our 10th Palooza. Hey, an Epic Volkey. Unfortunately, you don't get doubled. Wow, we got like no extra loot right there. That is sad. That is so sad. Good thing this gave us something, at least. But minus that Epic Volkey, that is some horrifically bad loot to get for full value. And of course, the Epic Volkey isn't even affected by the full value thing. Alright, let me go update the number. Ooh, we did bad on Volkeys. How do we do on Epics, though? Wait, was that one our only Epic? Oh, wow. The Epic we just got at the end of that Palooza was the only Epic we got during that entire Palooza. That's not ideal. Yeah, that was literally the only one. The one all the way at the end. Oh, there we go. Okay, redeem code time. I'll have one more in a little bit. Let's see. All right, there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use on gemsware.com for the game code section. Your invite code is in settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you, everyone. Anyways, what are we doing? We are doing, finishing this. We'll use 2 more boosters. Actually, we technically have 3, and we have 3 more to go do, so that works out perfectly because we have the one from today as well. So we have 3 XP boosters and 3 more Paloozas we need to do. Perfect. Let's go do them. Pop this little guy, get our XP boost in there. Head over to the actual timer. And get our Palooza rolling. No, don't try... Actually, yeah, you can do purple deeds. That one's fine. Alright, let's go. I almost just accidentally crafted purple deeds, so that would be the most beneficial one to accidentally craft. Crafting anything that isn't purple deeds would be the problem, though. If we somehow misclick that at some point. It's kind of hard to misclick, though. I think it even has a warning menu after. Like, are you sure you want to do that? I know the Mythics do. Actually, now that I think about it, the crafting things might not. I think that's only for Mythics that you have a copy of already. It'll be like, are you sure you want to do that? You already have a copy of it. So, of course, there are a handful of them that are viable to actually get multiple of. No problem for the code. Enjoy. I will have one more in a little bit. Probably another Palooza or 2. Definitely hand it out before we do our final Palooza. Maybe right before the final one. Oh, nice. Volky with Epic Volky. Love to see it. One of the main ones you actually want to see. Hello, Dragor. Welcome, welcome. But you were already here earlier, weren't you? Wait, who are you saying hello to? I always lose track of people sometimes. Hello, Eric. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I assume your journey number was low just because you don't have a team for it? Oh, you didn't have any gems for the event. Ah. Well, luckily we were able to get it done. If you ever need more gems, taking tribute more every single hour is generally the best way to go. Even earlier on in the game, you can still get like several an hour pretty much. This late in the game is almost like 30 a click. But even earlier on, you're still getting like 5, 10-ish an hour. Oh, did you go and do a lot of trophy grind? What did you do off of PvP or Explore? I assumed you grinded the Vault event pretty heavily. But the main reason I just mention it is Azala does keep track of the scoring every single week. And she does get trigger happy to kick people sometimes. When they're slacking on the score multiple weeks in a row. So Marso just mentioning that. You're at 700 Volkies? Nice. That'll be a lot of gems then from opening all those. I mostly just mentioned it because Azala normally keeps a spreadsheet or something of all of them. And normally if someone's low like multiple times in a row, she'll encourage me to kick someone. I can just mention it to her later. I would just advise whatever the weekly event is for next week, which is World Event, go a little bit higher on it. So she doesn't mind it as much. Yeah, it's actually amazing how much you can get catching up during a Vault weekend. It's actually insane the kind of loot you get during these. I've definitely been grinding them a bit less in recent times just because, you know, we basically have infinite resources. But, oh, how did I misclick that? But, like, obviously, when you need the resources, it's definitely a lot bigger, more of an incentive to, like, go crazy farming these events. But when you do, you can catch up so much. It's actually insane the kind of loot you get from it. Like, honestly, one of your Vault events, and you pretty much can't even tell that a new account is new anymore. Just from the sheer amount that you can catch up in that time. Even less than that, even just like 3 Vault events. If you like really power grinded them. And the teams you need for it are so cheap too. Like you can very effectively farm a Vault event just by having like Rowan quick kill, which you can literally scrap together in a week if you know what you're doing. And if you don't, you'll likely have it your first month. Like a proper farming team does not take that long at all to get. The best farming team's a little bit harder, like you know we're running now. But the bare bones, like Rowan quick kill, super accessible. You literally get it for free from a kingdom. Like the hardest part to get is oddly enough Leprechaun. Despite it being the lowest rarity thing on the team, is actually the hardest thing to get. Because it's the only thing on the team that's not 100% consistent to get. You just need Hero with any weapon that doesn't block Rowan, so you can run literally anything. Rowan, which you get for free from Forest of Thorns. Mirage Queen, which you can get targeted at all times in Under Spire. It is a legend, but it's a targetable legend that you get at any point. So if you just do like a few days or a week of Underworld, you would already get it. And then the hardest part becomes getting Leprechaun. The other hardest part, I guess, is technically fully trading Mirage Queen. It's actually insane how quick a team can be composed for like effectively farming stuff in this game. One thing I've always liked about Gems of War, it's really free-to-play friendly. Oh, Zala knows you're at low gem stacks? Okay, that's good. I wasn't sure she was going to be messaging me in a few weeks or something. She keeps track of most of that these days. And I'm glad she does, because I personally don't care most of the time. Honestly, our guild would probably be in shambles if it wasn't for Azala and Isabel. Also, I don't think Isabel showed up this tonight, did she? She's sick with COVID, so still recovering. And or she's Vault Key grinding or playing Power World. I think she might still be addicted to Power World. Honestly, after I like 100%ed the game effectively, my motivation to keep going slightly dampened. But the biggest issue I think I have with that game at this point, other than it just needing more updates to get out of the beta, which will take it a while. But the biggest one is it actually has the Legends Arceus problem. Of there's not enough storage for the rate at which you get shinies. And that is made slightly worse by one mechanic that they have, where to get the final star level on any troop, for any PAL. You need 116 copies of it. Or not, never mind, not 116. Wait, how many is the final upgrade? I think it's 64. How'd you forget the number now that I think about it? But you need some kind of absurd number for the very, very last upgrade. I want to say 64 sounds correct. And that's 64 things that just take up your spaces. That can't be other things. So unless you're individually doing them one at a time, if you're trying to upgrade like, you know, 3 passively over time, it's just really annoying because all your boxes are just filled with all this junk. Like, the system works, there just isn't enough box space for it. So even Pokemon has that issue. Which I'm surprised is something they haven't really fixed. Like Pokemon, that is. Like, it can't be that expensive to, you know, let you have more boxes in, like, Pokemon Home or something similar. For how much they're charging for, it sure feels like they could easily do it. I don't know, Pokemon in recent years has made a lot of really weird decisions. Actually, now that I think about it, I think they have Pokemon Day coming up soon. I forget what day that falls on. I wonder if they'll announce anything. I don't feel like they will. Because they're going to wait till the next Switch comes out. The Switch U, the Switch 2.0, the Switch... We're not the Steam Deck Switch. Because we're getting pretty close to the next console generation. PS6. The X Tower, or whatever they're going to call their next Xbox. And the Switch 2. And then Valve will probably also release their Steam Deck 2, whatever they're calling that thing. It'll definitely be an interesting console generation, because it'll probably be the first time where there's going to be a PC alternative to consoles. Because you know Steam's going to announce their next version around the next generation. Like, they might already haven't done it, they're just literally waiting for it. Though it's probably not in production yet. But design-wise, they're probably almost done with it and everything. Trying to get all the suppliers, the manufacturing done. Because I feel like they'd do that within the next year or two. Regardless of where next console gen is by then. I don't keep track of anything VR related though. I don't know, where's VR these days? Is it even any good yet? I've kind of just been ignoring VR until it gets cheaper and has more content. I still have never used the VR headset to this day. I just don't feel like there's much you can do with them currently. And the technology just keeps advancing at such a rapid pace that if you buy like a headset, I feel like it's out of date in like 2 years. It almost feels like a phone in that regard. By the time you buy one, they're already coming out with the next model. I think the metaverse thing, or, you know, meta, I think they're already on, like, their 3rd or 4th iteration by now. Which is insane, because I'm pretty sure the first one was literally just, like, a couple years ago. That's, like, no time at all. And I don't count them buying out Oculus as one of them. That's literally just them taking over another technology. That would be called monopolizing. Let's see. This is why you did 12,000 trophies in 3 days. Nice. Wow, that's a lot. I'm not sure what my trophy number is, but I know it's nowhere near that number. Definitely not over 9,000. I would be surprised if it was even over 5,000. Well, it's because when I do PvP, I keep doing, like, the 1 trophy fights a lot of times. And everything we do for Vault, I believe, is also 1 trophy. Yeah, it's 1 trophy. Every battle we do for Vault is 1 trophy. Yeah, I think on an average week, I normally only hit like 3,000 to 5,000 trophies. We technically don't even have our trophy requirement for the guild. Though I do kind of want to try pushing back to top 25 as a guild. Because currently Intrum is falling. And that will move us up to 26 by doing nothing other than what we're already doing. So all we have to do is go up one rank to get 25 back. We're literally only one guild away from sniping back our 25. As Intrum's a free takeover. Which is sad to see that they've fallen so much. They were like one of the guilds back like 5 years ago. Pre-pandemic times. Yeah, now they're like right, let me go check. Yeah, they're right there. With 18 out of 30. They're not even trying to recruit anymore either. I wonder if their guild leader is gone and they don't have anyone to go replace it or something? I'm not sure what happened there. Something catastrophic definitely did. This is so weird. Because I'm pretty sure if your guild leader is that inactive for a while, someone else can take it over. So I don't think it's that. But yeah, we should pass them in eventually. We're still a ways away. They're still technically 1 million up on us. But, or sorry, not million, 500,000 I mean. But, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Did I claim my seals this week? Yeah, I already did, but there's nothing. Let's see. I only did 2,676. I thought it was a bit higher than that. Oh yeah, Isabel's really been sick. She's only did 569. She must be really, really sick from COVID. Oh wow, you actually have highest trophies in the guild this week too. Nice. You know what? You gave us so many gifts. Here, have some back. I don't want to give too many because I normally like to save them for other things as well. You gave us 4. Here you go. Have one. Like, for example, if we ever do go for, like, a mega trophy push to try to push back to top 25, if we ever do, like, trophy weeks, we're going to want to save some to give to the people who do the most trophies, of course, and stuff like that. As well as if anyone scouts in Tower of Doom and other things like that. It's normally what I save them for. Anyways, alright, that's 11 Palooza. Still got to run 2 more. We'll hand out a redeem code after the next one. Ooh, we did not get that many keys. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We actually got 4 epic Volt keys. So we did good on epics. We didn't do good on normals, though, oddly enough. Alright, and what does that bring us to? That is a comeback number. Where are you? Trying to type in numbers. A 224. That means we got 18. Which makes sense, because a lot of them are epic Volt keys, so that's actually pretty on par, actually. It's just they were all epic Volt keys instead of normals. That's fine. Oh, redeem code. This is the redeem code we handed out earlier. And we'll have another one just like this after next Palooza, probably. Not probably, definitely. Alright, what are we doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna go check my pity. Our pity is currently 34. It says 35, but one of them is the XP booster that we're about to use right now. So 34 plus 24 is 258. So, ooh, 2 Paloozas can actually not be enough. Though we're going to do 2 Paloozas and wherever we're at there is what we'll end at. Because even if I need 300 Volt keys for what I'm going to test, which I'm not even sure if I will, but even if I do need that many, if we spread it 100, 100, 100, we're obviously going to get some other Volt keys just from, you know, weeklies and stuff like that, so. For like a few short, that's fine. But how many epics we got? We're actually really lucky on epics right now. We should have like, what? Actually, I could do the math real quick. Let me do calculator, it'll be easier. What's 224 divided by 9? That's how many epic Volt keys we should have right now. I should have 25 epic Volt keys right now. We have 27, so we're actually doing really good on epics at the moment. We have slightly over 2 more than we should. So thank you, Sani, for leaving a like. Greatly appreciated. Alright, let's go run 1 more Palooza. Well, we're going to run 2 more. 1 more, we'll hand out code, then 1 more after that. And that'll be the stream then. Alright, let's go. We'll open this little guy. And what's fun is we actually have an EXP booster to go with each one of them too. So we get that little bit of extra EXP in there. Without even need to go out of our way at all. Alright, over to Palooza. And let it go. We'll run this one, hand out code, and then run one last one to end it out with. Hey, Curse Gnome right off the bat. I wonder if we are going to get another Soul Forge upgrade at any point. Because the main currency you'll probably need to upgrade it is Curse Runes. We haven't done a Soul Forge overhaul in quite a while. Actually, the last time was literally when they added Curse Runes. I want to say that was 2021? 2022? 1 to 2. A little bit more of a recent patch. It feels weird calling that as recent. Oh no, games that go on for a while, I guess something like that's considered recent. Like, I know in old school RuneScape, a game that's been almost like 25 years now. Like, recent for that game is like, if something happened 3 years ago, that's basically yesterday. Actually, they're getting a major patch, I think, the same day Gems of War is, oddly enough. If Gems of War is getting a patch the 3rd week of March, they're actually both getting a patch at, like, the exact same day. Which is really annoying, because there was actually a couple things I wanted to do in that other game. So if Gems of War has a patch at the same time, it's kind of unfortunate. Because Gems of War would get it Tuesday night, and then the other game would get it Wednesday morning. Which is basically the same day. Also, Power World supposedly is getting a big patch either later this month or early next month. Which we'll definitely have to stream it again then. Only stream I would do for that before then would probably be a shiny hunting stream. March 18th is a Switch day. Yeah, 2 in 30 minutes? Nice. Glad your dry streak ended. Oh, that's the day they're updating Switch? Ooh, interesting. Yeah, the Switch version is always in a really weird state compared to every other version of the game. It's been like that this entire history. It's basically been like exactly 9 months behind. Except for version number normally being not as far behind. But as far as like content and troops, it's basically been in a perpetual state of 9 months behind. It's one of the main reasons I even stopped playing it after like a month or so. It just felt weird playing a version like that far in the past.
Mana surge.
No, he got away. Okay, let's see. Do we get glitch on him?
Mana surge.
Please tell me we get the full loot from him. Okay, that's not enough damage. There we go. Did we get the full loot from the Dragonite Gnome? No! He actually got away with his loot. Oh, no. Did they hotfix that, or does that only work on Valravens? Because, yeah, we didn't get the loot from the Dragonite Gnome there. We're not supposed to. But there was a glitch that was making it so we were for some amount of time. Yeah, honestly, the funnest thing about the Switch version was just starting fresh. I wish that would be something that Gems of War would implement. I feel like that's a feature that like every game needs. Like a fresh start version of the game. Either every year or every like couple years. I did that for the first time ever in old school RuneScape a couple months ago. And apparently they've been running it like every year for the last like 4 years. And it's just so much fun just everyone starting completely from scratch. For like a temporary game mode kind of thing. I think World of Warcraft started doing it as well. It's mostly been adopted by MMOs, but honestly, it's something that almost every game should do that has like a live service kind of thing going for it. With like an economy-based game of any kind. It's a temporary game mode where everyone just starts from scratch. And then you get some kind of reward in the main game for however well you do in the temporary mode. It's a really fun concept. I really feel like more games should implement it. Because right now it's pretty much exclusive just to MMOs. Oh, I only worked on Valraven. No, we're going to be handing out a third code. We'll be handing it out after this Palooza. Wait, is this our 12th one? Wait, what Palooza number are we up to at this point? Yeah, this should be our 12th. No, I don't mean like, Gems of War Classic. I thought you said WoW Classic for a second. But, because I saw the W. But, Gems of War Classic, oh gosh, what would that even look like? I'm not sure what would be considered, like, the best year of Gems of War if you were to make, like, a classic version of it. Of, like, what it used to be back in the day. It would definitely have to be after traits were added. And would likely also have to be after the Guild War rework, otherwise, the economy would be so flooded with gems. Which means it would have to be like a 2018 version. Like somewhere's around there. Which would be like 4 years into its life cycle. Because 100% would have to be after trait stones, or, you know, traits existing. It technically could be before the Guild War rework. The problem with that would be the gem economy was really weird before the Guild War rework. Because prior to then, the only thing you really got from guild tasks were gems. And like almost nothing else but gems. Whereas now you get like a ton of keys and a bunch of other stuff. Whereas before it was handed out just in like pure gem stack. There are a few other things, but there was ways that you would do the tasks that you would just maximize out on gems because it's by far the most useful thing that you got from them. Yeah, honestly, if I was to pick one year as the best year for Gems of War, I'm not even sure what year that would be. Like, if I was to just pick one year and say that was, like, definitively the best year of Gems of War. Though if there was a year, I almost want to say the year Palooza started. Just because how funny that was. I don't feel like that was the best year for Gems of War, though. Though out of any one day in Gems of War, it was probably the funniest day in Gems of War history. I wouldn't say the whole year was the best year of Gems of War ever. But it was definitely the funniest day to ever occur in the history of the game. It also set up what became basically the best grinding mechanic ever in the game for catching up. Which we're doing right now. The Palooza weekends. We already had Vault weekends prior to that, but they didn't really give that much loot until Paloozas came into the game. The one thing I actually do miss in Gems of War, compared to something in the past, they used to actually rebalance troops for Arena. Like, you know, that Arena mode that no one plays in the game currently. Like, Arena back in the day actually wasn't that bad. You used to be able to use Hero, and it was actually balanced. There wasn't anything, like, so broken that you could use for Hero compared to now, or, you know, back when you were, which is why they changed it to 4 troops instead of 3. But you were able to use Hero with a very versatile weapon, but not, like, so broken that it just shaped everything. And then you were able to go and do the whole, like, balanced drafting thing. Back before every single thing was either dead content or broken beyond belief. Because the current balance of Arena is literally non-existent. Whereas way back in the day, they would literally rework troops, specifically so they would function better or worse in Arena. That's something that would never really happen these days.
Mana surge.
Still holding out for that treasure hunt rework, though. They've been talking about it since, like, 2017. It's like 7 years. They will eventually do it. Better late than never. As long as it's not as bad as the Arena rework, I'm really interested to see what it is. Though it can't possibly be worse than the Arena rework. Arena still needs a rework from the last rework they did. Yeah, Arena and Treasure Hunt both have the same issue right now. And that is their rewards are horrifically bad for the amount of time they take. They're both still pretty fun modes, though. The Arena's secondary issue is the lack of balance. It's not really balanced in the current state of the game, even remotely. Whereas Treasure Hunt, you don't really need to balance anything. You really just need to buff the loot and maybe add some kind of new game mechanic to it. Or some kind of epic map or whatever you want to do. There's a lot they can do with it. But if they really want to do it simple, literally just boost the loot. That's all you have to do. Even if they don't want to touch any of the old code for how it functions or anything. Literally just add like a 0 at the end of all loot drops and you'll be fine. Obviously a little bit more complicated than that. But they could literally just do that and it would be fine. Just add a 0 at the end of everything. The only problem with that is that would be slightly too many gems per hour. Obviously, it would have to be a little bit more specific than that change. And even something in premise as simple as that is enough to fix Treasure Hunt. Because its gameplay is fine, unlike Arena. It's just so dated in what you get in return for that time that you spend there. Plus, you don't get any EXP. Like, at all for it. Which back in the day was actually somewhat useful because you could keep your level a little bit lower. But these days, there's no reason not to go as high as possible. Other than, I guess, PvP, but they're likely going to be tweaking how that works. I think we squeeze in one more battle this Palooza. Hopefully we get a good one. 'Cause that one definitely wasn't. Come on, 4 glory gnomes. Oh, wow. This is the 3rd time this weekend we have ended on a Dragonite gnome. That is so good. All right, let's hope it's better than the last one because I think we got 30 the last time we got a Dragonite gnome right at the end. Come on, more than 30. Okay, exactly 30. I'll still take it. Better than 20, I guess. Then we high rolled souls and got a vault key from the other one. Yeah, that's our 3rd one this weekend that we didn't even need to go out of our way for it. Literally, the last battle was the gnome. That's very convenient. That normally doesn't even happen once on a weekend. We already have 3 this weekend. That happened exactly on our final battle without delaying at all. Very nice. Alright, let's go do our tally. We're at a nice clean number for gems as well. 26,300. Alright, where are we for the other thing? Alright, 247. How's that? Ooh, nice! Epic Volkeys were a little bit lower, but normal Volkeys were higher, which that tends to go hand in hand. Not always, but tends to. Nice. Okay, I think we'll hand out a code right now, and then I think we only have one more Palooza to go. And we go double check our pity and everything. Let's see, how many would we need to get this Palooza to hit 300? Let's see, 36. Oh yeah, that's actually how many we have too. 36 plus 47 ends up coming out to 283. So yeah, I only have to get 17 normal Volkeys then. And even if we don't get exactly that, this will still be the final one because we just get them throughout the week. Like Tuesday event, we'll end up getting one. Plus, you know, everything else. So it'll just add up. So, yeah, this will be the final Palooza we need to run. And that'll be our 300 mark. Counting pity. Not counting epics. Counting epics, I think we're already there. But we're not counting epics this time. Alright, let's go do it. One last Palooza. Oh yeah, let me go hand out code before I do. Otherwise, I will forget, because I almost just forgot. There you guys go. Final code to stream. We'll have more tomorrow night, as we do every single night. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're not done yet, though. But this is the final code for now. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Alright, so let's go run it. I'll run our last XP booster there, too, because why not? And let's go run our final Palooza. Go get that guy down. Go get our Soul Forge. Get our Palooza. If I have some time off stream, I really need to go farm some more Paloozas. We just dipped under 10 again. I want to at least stay over 10. We actually dipped down by 5 this week, so technically I would need to go get 5 before the end of this weekend. I'm not sure if I'll have enough time between now and reset. I do want to farm some of that time. I'm not sure if we're going to get 5 in that time, though. And I do want to at least get 1 more for 10, if nothing else. Gotta at least do that. And this will be our final Palooza, then. And then off stream, I'll just try to get a little bit more verses before the night ends. Oh, if I could ever click, that'd be great, so we can actually get our things. Still got to do the battles. You know what I think is the biggest thing that's thrown me off with the taste of this one? This, what was it called? The Fit Soda. Because the cherry one didn't really have this issue. I don't think they use any vanilla extract in this or anything. Probably because they wanted to go for like the 0 sugar, and I'm pretty sure that has it in it. Because you can definitely tell it's like an artificial vanilla. Still good, though. It's just I've had many root beer floats in my day. And you can definitely tell it's like fakely flavored. Also because they're trying to keep like that 0 sugar line. As I checked on the ingredients, though, it's not using any kind of artificial sugars, though. Though it does have that one catch-all ingredient that's really weird in packaging, and I never know how to fully comprehend it. It is natural flavors. Because the array of things that counts as natural flavors, particularly in the United States, not sure if it's different in other things or other locations, it is just such a wide range of what qualifies under natural flavors, quote-unquote. It's probably the most confusing thing that's ever on any packaging. Just because of how many things are encompassed under that. This thing has gotten so warm. It's been sitting there this entire stream and before the stream. I think it's been sitting there for like 4 hours now. This is not cold at all anymore. Just choke on it. There we go. Effective way of drinking, just choke it down. It's kind of funny. I can't recall choking on food to like any degree in like the last decade, if not even longer. But I have no clue how. But the amount of times I just choke on water or other liquids is so high. I want to say at least like several times a year, I will just randomly choke on liquid. Like, not like choke, obviously, it's liquid. It's like almost impossible to choke on in like a, like actual choking way. Because it's a liquid. But you know what I mean by choke. There's choking and then there's like choking. I'm not sure if English even has a separate word for the two things, is there? I don't think there is. Like choking in the sense that you like accidentally have something go down the wrong pipe or like meant to or didn't mean to swallow it but then swallowed it. Compared to like choking where, you know, like your airway's like literally stuck by whatever you accidentally swallowed. Hello, Easy Breezy. Welcome. You just hit 352 epics? Nice. Wait, 52? How? Wait, how on earth do you have 352? Where did the rest of those epic Volkies come from? Or did you just get that absurdly lucky? Because that ratio is, absurdly high on epic Volkies. Because for 300, you should have about 33 epic Volkies on average. Not counting pity. Or, you know, assuming that the pity is not counted in the Volky number. Oh wow, that's really lucky then. That's like 50% more than you should have. That's really, really lucky. I don't think I've ever gotten that lucky on epic Volkies yet. We've gotten lucky, but never that lucky. Wow. That's insanely good. Because the ratio is 9-to-1. Due to the 10% chance of getting epic Volky. Come on, where's our final Volkies? We're on our final stretch. It's kind of weird. As I do more Paloozas right now, I kind of want to do even more Paloozas. I do kind of want to go grab a bite to eat soon. I had a pretty small dinner. Actually, I had more of just like a really early lunch, so I technically didn't even have dinner. Like, I had a really big lunch, which was basically kind of dinner. You also got a lot of Dragonite. Nice. Yeah, I didn't keep track of how much Dragonite I got this weekend. I normally don't keep track of it. But I guess I could just check Friday's stream and kind of know. Because we pass it every time we check the vault keys. Because I feel like whatever number we got this weekend is a lot higher than we normally would get. Because we got really lucky on our Dragonite Gnomes falling on the final fight. We had it happen 3 times so far without even trying out of 13 attempts. A lot of times we'll go a whole weekend without it happening even a single time. So I feel like I found a very average amount of stray Dragonite Gnomes. Check the poll. How many votes is it? I can see that's 84% no. But I can't actually check how many votes it is. Could someone put it in chat? I have a drink in one hand and a mouse in the other. And even if I undrink the other one, it's kind of hard to do with my other hand. I'm right-handed and using that for mouse. But yeah, that is way more than I was expecting. 51 votes too, wow. Yeah, I can see the 84-16. I'll take that I can see the 84, but of course it's implied that the other one's 16. But yeah, that's way higher than I thought it was for no. I was expecting maybe like a 60-40. I didn't realize that many people skipped, well, not skipped, but you know, how many people didn't go for all rewards on nerfed Journey. So the rewards aren't nerfed, it's just the amount of battles and the difficulty of it got nerfed into the ground. As far as substantially more difficult. But the rewards are the same. It's just way harder to get the rewards currently. Worst part is we're probably still gonna have to deal with one more whole journey event. I really hope they decide to change it before next journey event though. They really should have already done it by this journey event. Yeah, journey took forever this week. I think we have legitimately spent 4 hours doing journey event this week. Which might be the most we've ever spent on any one singular weekly in recent history. Like, it was close to 4 to 5 hours. Probably 4 hours. For the entirety of Journey this week. Whereas normally, pre-nerf, that would have been like an hour, hour and a half tops. Like, we spent more than double the time we normally would have. Pre-nerf. And on a Vault weekend of all weekends. Like, just during this weekend alone, I spent like 2.5 to 3 hours. Not even counting the rest of the week, though obviously a lot of those battles were a lot quicker. These the later ones are the ones that have the super high stats. And by weekend, I mean Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think we spent like 2.5 hours on it. Maybe a little closer to 3. Which could have been almost 3 hours of Vault grinding. Or Palooza grinding, or anything that wasn't that. But no, it's still kind of worth it for the 4 shiny keys, or sorry, 6 shiny keys, the orb, the major orb. We even got a purple out of it too. And the 5 shiny tokens. It's effectively 11 shiny tokens, a major orb, which we got a purple from, a pet orb, and whatever the other knick-knack stuff was. So it's still worth the time, to be honest. But barely. Well, it's because there's not an infinite farm way to get lucky keys. For shiny keys, I mean. And that's funny. I just called them lucky keys because shinies are called luckies in Power World. It's kind of funny because I never call them luckies. Oh good, a first 3! Hey, that's the first one we got on all weekend from it. Not our first verse 3 we got all weekend, but our first verse 3 in a Palooza all weekend. Which is the one I actually need. That's convenient. Well, I said I was going to get at least 10. Well, we got 10 now. We're still down 4 Paloozas, though. So I might still try to grind off stream to try to get those last 4 Paloozas. As we started this week at 14, and I'm currently at 10. Yeah, Shiny Keys. The main thing I'm holding out on Shiny Keys is when they had Legends and Mythics. I was mentioning that a little bit earlier in stream. They mentioned when they first released them that they're most likely going to add Legends and Mythics to them. And that's the main thing I'm holding out for on them. Even if they're bad Legends and Mythics, it could make a troop that's really average right now really good out of nowhere. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Plus newer ones that get it. Ooh, do we end on this guy? I think we will. I'm doing it. Oh, don't you dare run, though. Okay, good, good, good. But yeah, I think we're going to end on this guy, especially since I have to take a little bit more time to do this anyways. Yeah, well, we're going to end on him. All right, that's the end of Vault Grind, then. We'll let the extra 30 seconds go. We're missing out on 3 fights, but we're getting Dragonite for it, so I think it's worth it. The other 3 that we got so far, we didn't have to wait at all, but honestly, waiting 40 seconds for full Dragonite loot is fine. I'll take it. A 4 times Pet Gnome battle? Did you really just get a 4 times Pet Gnome battle? It's pretty funny. I don't think I've ever seen a 4 times Pet Gnome battle now that I think about it. Because almost always when I'm doing Palooza, actually, literally always, I'm not doing it in PvP. So the reason I was waiting on that is in case we accidentally scold from the sky. If you're wondering why we're waiting before we took that extra turn. Just in case. What do we get here? 50, okay, not bad. The other 3 are not as good, but yeah, I'll take it. 50 Dragonite. For wasting 40 seconds of a Palooza. I think that's almost a fair trade. Anyways, oh, let's go see the final tally. Hopefully it's enough. Looks like enough. 265. Yeah, we get enough. Because that means we only need 35 pity, which I'm pretty sure we have. And we got 1 epic Volkey, so that's 29. And then the only other number is 13 Paloozas. And now we can go add the plus number of how many pity we have, if I could ever click the plus. And now we'd go type in our pity number, which is 37. And that is indeed over 300. That means we would have gotten, what is that, 312 Volkeys and 29 epic Volkeys this weekend. And were we on drop rate for the other one? I think we were. We're going to do the math real quick. What's 265 divided by 9? Were we above or below on drops? All right, we're pretty much exactly on par. At this point, we should have had 29.4 repeating epic Volkeys, and we do indeed have 29. We did not get the 0.4 repeating, though, unfortunately. We did not get our 30th key. But, yeah, that's exactly where we should be. So, yeah, that worked out pretty nice. Pretty average Vault weekend, but a Vault weekend nonetheless. Rather have an average one than a below average one. It started really below average, but it came back to exactly average by the end. As odds tend to do, if you do them enough times. Let's go claim all these for our plus 37. So we can see our solid number, which should be 317 if I did math right. I mean, not 317, I mean 312. And it should be 312. Oh, 302, I mean. Well, it's still over 300. Where'd I get the extra 1 from? I guess I overcarried somewhere. Oh, I see what I did. Yeah. But 302, I mean. I see what happened in the math. But still, that's over 300. That's the only thing that matters. Oh, there we go. Anyways, guys, I think we're going to end it there. Off stream, we'll probably still try to get some more verses. I think we're at 10 right now. Which I said earlier, my goal is to get to at least 10, but I guess we try aiming for 14 now. Oh, my verse 2s aren't nearly as high as I thought they were. They're only at 5 above right now? Really? I could have sworn they were like 10 a dozen up. Wow, they're at a critical state right now. Where they could be the lowest again. But, this is not ideal. What's Tyrion saying? 500 Volkeys, and you were out nearly 20 hours this weekend? Well, you know I normally go for 300. Regardless of how much free time I have, most weekends I still go for 300. But anyways, guys, take care. Thank you so much for stopping by. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 3 hours prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Aside from that, we'll go over all the weekly stuff. We'll be having a world event. We have a new troop, though. That new troop doesn't really do too much. So most will be focusing on world event and everything else. All the new week stuff. Biggest thing happening next week is actually on Friday, oddly enough. We are having a bounty hunter for a new troop, but the more important thing is we're getting a really interesting mythic next Friday. I'm probably going to get 2 copies of it. Might even go for a 3rd. Just to see what it can do. Definitely has some potential. I personally don't feel like it's going to be over the top meta, but it definitely has potential. I still feel like Tesla will be used over it in most situations because it's a true damager. But I don't know. Really curious to see how it does. It's one of those that we're really going to need to test to see exactly where it stands. It's definitely good. It really comes down to how good is it. And I feel like it's not going to be that over the top good, but it is going to be decent. Like, it's going to feel like Vinoxia, basically. Like, as far as actually casting it, it's basically Vinoxia. It is almost 1-to-1 exactly what Vinoxia does, except slightly more gem spawn with a slightly higher mana cost. And by slightly, I mean a lot higher mana cost. But it's basically just Mythic Vinoxia with a much different trait that's actually good, unlike Vinoxia's. But it's basically just a modern version of Vinoxia is the easiest way to describe that Mythic. Which is both good and bad. I never cared for Vinoxia much, honestly. Ever since they tweaked it like a billion times. But it's not a bad troop. So we'll see how the Mythic version fares. Anyways, guys, I will catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.